sinker that misses for a ball.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at bat, starting right now.
Fouled straight back. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch drilled to the left side. Adames brings it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air out to center field. McKinney's there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Austin. Go.
So stepping in, Austin Meadows. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First delivery to him on the way.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Skied down the left field line. Running hard. He's digging for second. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier, as he'll take a look at ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Has a look, now the pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
I think he's shown you right there he was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away. That'll keep you on all stuff, fastballs and the off-speed.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Kevin Kiermaier goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Willie Adames is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2 balls and a strike to count. Shoemaker comes set. 2-1 on its way. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Meadows at second with 2 down. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Roll. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the belt, the pitch. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Skied into straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Expos are out on top 6-0. Leading off the inning, Rendell Gritchick, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Here comes the first pitch. And that's waved at and missed for strike one.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
The 0-1 delivery. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Meadows has it, and there's one away.
The batter, the first baseman.
So digging in next will be Travis Shaw. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. 0-2 to Travis Shaw.
After two great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
In now, Reese McGuire. Found it softly down the line toward first. But a foul ball here, 0-1. And the pitch. Goodness, 0-2 now.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order. So here's Mike Zunino. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
The catcher, Mike Zunino.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. The 1-0.
That's inside ball.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Now the 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2.
Full count.
On deck, the man they've all come to see, Yasiel Puig, waiting next. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
First delivery to him on the way. In there, no balls and a strike. A runner at first with no outs here. A 1-1 count to Puig. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
The 3-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Sent out to straightaway center field. McKinney is right there, one down. So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first, and that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Popped him up. Gurriel is calling for it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Brandon Lowe. Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
1-0.
2 out with the man at first. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Two and 1 after the foul ball there. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Stepping up now, Billy McKinney. He'll get us going for the Jays in their half of the 6th.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Comes set with the 0-1. 1-1. To third. And that's the first hit in this one for the Blue Jays.
Well, the pitcher's got to respect that. Third baseman getting dirty right there, trying to save him some extra bases.
Second base.
Stepping in now, Kevin Biggio. He swings and grounds it to short. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at bat away. You chip away.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 6-1 game.
Dan, that's a nice RBI base hit on a hard grounder down the first baseline. If the first baseman's holding him right there, it's probably a double play, but not the case.
No question about it, Buell. Sometimes it's a game of inches, and that ball hit where vacated where the first baseman, if he was holding on, that would probably have been one of those 3-6-3 double plays. Instead, it's down the line for a base hit.
Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
The back, number 13.
So base is empty now after the double play. And stepping in, the long ball threat, Lourdes Gurriel. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Expos are out in front here, 6-2. Ready once again, Austin Meadows. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double.
Right fielder, Austin.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest, 1-1. He pulls this one into right. Grichuk is there, 1 away.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Willie.
At the plate, Willie Adames. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Here it comes, 2-0. Kiermaier's running. That's a strike. The throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. The 2-1. Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Back on it is the left fielder. Gone!
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits him in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Popped up. McGuire moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now back. catcher.
Here now is Mike Zunino. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike.
0-2.
What a nasty pitch right there. Batter thought it was going to hit him, and it ends up breaking into the zone for a strike.
1-2.
And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We're through 6 full. The Expos lead it 8-2. Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Now here's the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Here's Randall Grichuk. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 0-1. Here's the pitch.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
The first baseman.
So 1 away now in the Toronto 7th. And that brings up the left-handed hitter Travis Shaw. They'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. On a line, that's a base hit.
Now back, number 10.
At the plate now, Reese McGuire. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
And he falls behind 0-2.
Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. They're hoping they get it right now. This would sure be a good time.
A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. Grounded down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Diaz is over now, and he's got it for out number 2. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Billy McKinney is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. Oh, tough to catch up when it's moving like that.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's falling off the table.
The 1-2 pitch. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Settling in now, Yasiel Puig. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Swing and a miss on a ball out of the zone. Fastball well outside.
1-1.
The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Romano playing here in his age 26 season. He's a second-year big leaguer. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up. And there's one down now.
Now batting, left fielder.
Now to the plate, Hunter Renfroe. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And a ball 1-0. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4. At the plate, Brandon Lowe. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
3-0 now. Joey Wendell waits on deck.
No strikes.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Runners on first with 1 down. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Standing in, Kevin Biggio. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
First pitch on its way. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. He's set. Here's the 0-1. This is skied into short left center. Wendell has a play. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Here's Joe Panik. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Into right field. That's a base hit.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the third baseman.
So now to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He squares it up and hits a bolt to left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. This is foul right side. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that is through into left field, a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. That makes it an 8-3 ball game. And he is in there.
Boy, Dero, talk about so close, but yet so far. 1 strike from getting out of this inning, but a big 2-run base hit right there.
Yeah, that batter was able to control his emotions. Not a guy who fears going deep in the count right there, and he was able to come through.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Sam Pavilio is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. First offering on its way. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Dero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Now batting.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Joey Wendell becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Austin Meadows is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late. You can't even put a good swing on it.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches. That he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here. And if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Here's a bouncing ball and a chance for Gurriel at short. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Willie Adames.
Standing in now, Willie Adames, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. For his career in this matchup, he's 3 for 9. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider. Runner goes for second on a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today. Brendan McKay comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Last time through was a base hit. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Ready for another chance? Reese McGuire. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Grounded to first. Fielded cleanly. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The center fielder, number 28, Billy McKinney.
That'll bring up Billy McKinney. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
0-1.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup. Curve ball away to a lefty. Smart pitch.
Behind 0-2 now. Final strike for the Blue Jays. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw on to first is in time to get him, and the Expos have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over. 8-4 the final this afternoon. Montreal took the lead.
Play ball. He stays. 4-4. Take your base. 3. Take your base. Ball 4. 3. Ball 4. Take your base. 3. Out. Out. Ball 4. Take your base. 3. 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for Rocket City, number 40, Jeremy Lowe.
Let's play ball. 3. First base. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. Ball 4. Take the base. 3. 3. He stays. 3. Ball 4. Take the base. 3. 3. 3. 3. Take the base. Ball 4. Ball 4, take the base. That hit him. First base. Three. 3. Play ball. He's safe. He's safe. 3. 3. Ball 4. Take the base. 50 base, ball 4. 3. Ball 4, take the base. 3. Ball 4, take the base. 3. That hit him. He's got first. Three. 3. 3. He stays. Take your base, ball 4. He's out. 3. 3. 3. Let's play ball. Ball four, take your base. Three. Take your base, ball four. Three. He's safe. Ball four, take your base. Three. First base. Three. Ball four, take your base. Three. Take your base, ball four. Out. Three. Ball four, take your base. Three. Ball four, take your base. Take your base, ball four.
Blue Jays combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the O's in Baltimore 2-1. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim smacked 15 team hits as they defeated the visiting Yankees 6-2. The Houston Astros got 11 hits overall as they beat the visiting Red Sox 3-1. The Minnesota Twins totaled 11 hits as they beat the White Sox on the South Side 5-4. The Kansas City Royals combined for a 4-hitter as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 2-1. The Braves racked up 11 hits as a team as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 6-4. The Rangers combined to give up just 5 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 4-3. The Los Angeles Dodgers held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 7-2. Austin Davis collected his first W this season, helping Philadelphia dispose of the Nationals 4-2. The Reds knocked out 10 hits as a team as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 7-3. The Pittsburgh Pirates only allowed 2 hits in the game as they beat the Cardinals on the road 2-0.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Expos. Tyler Glasnow will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
So striding in, Lorenzo Cain. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The center fielder, Lorenzo King.
He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Fellas, you take a look at the home side here as they take the field this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, looks like they were determined to be aggressive early, and it almost results in a home run in the first at-bat of the game, but he'll settle for a double and hope the number 2 man can pick him up.
From the stretch. King stands at second with no outs. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. His previous meeting line with Tyler Glasnow. He's 0 for 4. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
Here now the 2-2. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Brock Holt now with a full count.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Brock Holt becomes the first out of the inning. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. High in the air out to center field. Kiermaier is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Batting fourth, the second baseman, Captain
Man at second here with 2 away. And in at the plate steps Keston Huron. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Brewers strand 1. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Adrian Hauser is on the mound for the Brewers in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Next to bat will be Yasiel Puig. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, 5-2 on their recent homestand. Last week of ball games, they've played just really nice baseball, all facets. Find ways to win late, found ways to bash teams to death, pitched well. Let's see if the start of this road trip halts their momentum a little bit.
Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
The left fielder, Hunter.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Go, 1-1.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Prior to the 2-2, he'll step out of the box and ask for time. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away. Digging in, Brendan Lowe. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his own, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
First offering on its way. Check swing. But he held up in time. Ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Two balls and no strikes.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
And that's over. 2-1. Pops this one up. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Digging in, Omar Narvaez. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Under it to make the catch is Wendell. 1 away. Digging in now for the Brewers, Avisail Garcia. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. And oh, this is off the second base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often. Here's ready. Here's the first offering.
Wow, I think the heart of this system is right on top of us because it is really coming down out there. This isn't an easy sport to play in the rain.
Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this is swung on and missed on a good pitch, and Braun is gone for out number 2.
The third baseman, number 7.
And he'll try to hold up on the pitch inside, but to no avail, and that's the first strike. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. No score here as we play inning number 2. Grounded up the first baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. From the belt, the pitch.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Milwaukee leaves 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now at the plate, Austin Meadows. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Fastball well outside. Cold strike at the knees. 1-1. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, as we take another look at it, you can see that this thing kind of handcuffed him and he couldn't make the play. Comes off the heel of the glove, and the leadoff man is aboard.
First delivery to him on the way.
Count 1-0.
Nobody out, runner on first. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Hauser is a strikeout master on the mound. It will not be uncommon to see him reach a double-digit strikeout total when he goes out there. He uses that to his advantage in just about every start.
He sure does, Matty. And I think one of the keys for him is he gets ahead in the count early. You'll know if he's on when he gets strike 1, strike 2 early on, and then he expands the zone, has great command of his pitches, and has a knack for making hitters chase pitches out of the strike zone.
The shortstop, Willie Adames.
Now batting, Willie Adames. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. From the stretch.
Yeah. One and one.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Hard hit at third. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit.
A lot of traffic hitting a base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second, looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Ji-Man Choi comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. From the stretch.
Nope. Outside.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
And that's in there, 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Man, you could tell by the sound of that one off the bat, that was going a long way.
Here now is Mike Zunino. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. The average right at the 200 mark on the year. 4 home runs and 19 driven in. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
3-0 to him now. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. And that's over. 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And it's a foul ball. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Now batting.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, the right-handed bat of Yasiel Puig. Ball 1.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Now at the plate, Hunter Renfroe. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
No balls and a strike to count. This is line to left. Garcia is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes. Into the box now, Justin Smoke, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Fouled away. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Digging in for his second at-bat, Lorenzo Cain. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Digging in to try it again, Brock Holt looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Bat explodes as this has popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ball and a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Ball 3.
And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1. Austin Meadows is on deck. The 3-1. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third. Digging in now, Austin Meadows reached on an error and then eventually scored in his first at-bat. He's set and the pitch.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking the pitch.
0-1, here's the pitch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone. Working for the punch out and the offering. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Ready with another 2-2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for route number 1.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
There's one, but wisely no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue. Coming to the plate now, Willie Adames. He singled his last time up. Here's a look over to first, and he is tagged out here. Boy, up. First offering on its way. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
And it's fouled away. A bouncer to the left side, and he is going to have extra bases to start the 4th. And now it'll rattle up against the wall, and he will pull into second with a leadoff double. And that'll bring up Keston Hiura as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
3-0 to him now. Omar Narvaez will be next. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. Riding in once again, Omar Narvaez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity for him to break through. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
So here's Avisail Garcia as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 50th pitch of the game on its way. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Locked him up with the off-speed stuff on that one. Avisail Garcia is sent packing for the second out of the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. He tracks it down, and that was at the plate. Willie Adames. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Now the 2-1 pitch. It's a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Full count, 3-2. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the fourth. Digging in, Ji-Man Choi. He went deep in his first at bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here from the stretch. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now. Lifted in the air to center. Kane is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So here's Mike Zunino. He drew a base on balls his first time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Zunino is considered one of the best defensive catchers in the game today. He often gets praise for his work behind the plate, and I know a lot of pitchers have made it clear that his presence back there adds a level of comfort that not many others can replicate.
And Matty, I don't know if he's always going to be a favorite for the Gold Glove, but you walk around this clubhouse, you hear these pitchers rave about throwing to this guy. That's all I need to hear.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now. Back to the top of the order now. And up next, the right-handed bat of Yasiel Puig. First pitch coming. Here it is. Chased after that one, and it's 0-1.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
And he takes a cold strike one.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
The 1-2. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And that is going to cost him a run as he'll scamper home on the wild pitch. 2 out here and a runner at second. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is. Next for Milwaukee, Eric Sogard. A matchup with Tyler Glasnow to lead off the inning. Bounce to first. He's got it. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The first baseman, number 12, Justin.
So the switch hitter Justin Smoke steps up. He's set. Here it comes.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
That evens it up 1-1. No runs, 3 hits. 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And he fouls this one off. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo King.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Lorenzo Cain. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. No runs, 3 hits. 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. Hit out towards second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. But this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Brewers strand 1. They're down 4-0. Brent Suter, a 6'5" left-hander, takes over on the mound now.
Number 35.
Now at the plate, Brandon Lowe. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss at a changeup that has him all kinds of goofed up at the plate. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Oh, and he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Joey Wendell. It was a walk in his last trip. And this is low, ball 1. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Up high, 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And the count will be full. Here's the 3-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Ready now, Austin Meadows will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
1-2 now. Here's the pitch. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikes. And here's Christian Yelich now. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. The pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Grounded to the right. Reined in. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Keston Hiura. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. Takes this the other way to right, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Comes set, and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
1 out and a runner on second base. The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Avisail Garcia stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. 1-1 is a swinging strike on the breaking ball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Fouled off.
Interesting pitch selection right there. In off the plate. Not too many pitchers in the game want to go in there and risk hitting the guy and letting him get on first base free of charge.
And that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
The batter, number 8, designated hitter.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Line drive to left. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score.
The third baseman, number 7.
You can see that he was all over that pitch, yanking it down the line. They're lucky that thing bounced over the fence, because if it would have got lost in the corner out there, there's no telling how far he could have gotten.
Here's Eric Sogard. Pitch is popped up. Wendell in foul ground, and no one will track it down. He's set. The 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 2-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. The Brewers score on the RBI double by Ryan Braun. On to the bottom of the 6th. The Expos are out in front 4-1. So here's Kevin Kiermaier. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Now the 2-0 home. Outside, 3-0 now.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
The 3-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th. Stepping into the box, Willie Adames.
Willie Adames.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. 6th inning. 4-1 is our score. Hit down the line at first, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. And this one's off the fists as he fights this one off, but foul. And another foul ball. A runner at first with no outs here. And he lays off a pitch out. side as they draw even at 2-2. Now a move over to first, but the runner's back easily. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time. MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Boston Red Sox and the Oakland A's. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Sean Manaea is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the A's. What do we need to know here, Danny?
The pride and joy of Andrew in high school in Gary, Indiana. Sean Manaea, he had the no-hitter against the Boston Red Sox, one of the tougher lefties. Who reminds me a lot of Sid Fernandez. Low three-quarter arm angle, mid to upper 90s fastball, good curveball, one of the top young left-handed pitchers in all of baseball.
Stepping up to the plate, Andrew Benintendi. He will lead this one off today. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
First pitch, 107.
Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. The 1-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Batting second, the third baseman, Raphael Devers.
Here now is Raphael Devers. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Chapman is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting third, his shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Striding in for Boston, Xander Bogaerts. He was the winner of the AL Silver Slugger Award at shortstop a season ago. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Benintendi, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Into center field, line drive base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only one away.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball two now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Fouled away. The 2-1 is strike two swinging. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
First and second now, one man out. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Grossman will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
That is it. The first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
Stepping into the box, Mitch Moreland. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. From the stretch.
Oh, that pitch is out.
Ready with the 1-0. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Here's the 2-0.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Three balls and a strike to count to Moreland.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Two men are on with two men out. Ball four.
I'll tell you, he's looked unsteady out there since the first pitch he threw. A couple of hits and a free pass, so he's really searching for an answer to get back on track. We'll see if he can settle down here.
At the plate, Michael Chavis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, the pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike one.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Ready with the 0-2. Hit out towards second. Oh, he makes the stop. The throw. And maybe some miscommunication there as the throw zips right by him. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
Well, we all know that errors happen, but not all errors are equal. That one was especially costly as 2 runners cross the plate. Those are game changers, no doubt about it.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Down and away, ball one.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
Ready with the 1-1. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Hit to first, right to him. Olsen takes it on his own, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 men left on base. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Red Sox 2, the A's coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Eduardo Rodriguez is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Boston. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Eduardo Rodriguez has come a long way in a short period of time. Really needs to command the off-speed pitch as a lefty that brings a big arm and a big power fastball. 93 to 96 miles an hour. A good assortment of breaking pitches. The key for Rodriguez, getting ahead with his fastball.
Now to the plate, Marcus Semien. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. On the ground for the shortstop, Bogaerts. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 22.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and up next will be Ramon Laureano. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Hit weakly on the ground to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a 1-out base runner.
Next up for the A's, Matt Chapman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the belt, kicks and deals. Check swing, called strike, 0-1.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
Oh and 1, here it comes. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Taken, but called a strike. One and 1, here it is.
That's ball 2.
Two out with the man at first. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. The A's strand 1. They trail things here 2-0. Now in the box, Christian Vasquez. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
The catcher, Christian Vasquez.
First pitch coming, here it is. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Nope, that's inside.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
The 1-1 home. To short, hit hard. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting up, the right fielder, number 5, Kevin Pillar.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up a man who's a human highlight reel defensively, Kevin Pillar. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball, that's outside.
Now the 1-0. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
The 2-1 home. 1 out, nobody on. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
High in the air out to center field. Laureano is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and with it brings the left-handed swinging Andrew Benintendi. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey,
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
2 out, nobody on. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1 and 2 now. Now here's the pitch. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Minnesota Twins and the Kansas City Royals. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Danny Duffy is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Kansas City. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3, but if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Standing in, Max Kepler, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The afternoon for Minnesota, the right fielder, Max Kepler.
He's set, and the pitch. Slider laid off for a ball.
First pitch, 107.
The 1-0 home is in there for strike one. Now the 1-1 pitch. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Batting second, the shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. Career numbers against Danny Duffy. He has 7 hits in 25 tries. He's taken him deep once. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead 0-1. Forecast high calls for 80 degrees, but we're at 76 here at opening pitch. Oh and 1, here it comes. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Looking up is Gordon. And that one is gone. A solo home run for Jorge Polanco as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly. Just like that, they take the lead.
Batting third, the designated hitter.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
I got the count 1 and 2.
Jesse Hahn comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate.
Number 32, Jesse Hahn.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Here now the 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Dozier is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 24, Josh Donaldson.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Josh Donaldson. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
That's outside.
Good break to that thing, and it's 1-2. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. But the Twins fire the opening salvo as they're on the board courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the first coming up, and the Twins are off to an early 1-0 lead. Jose Barrios gets the ball for the Twins in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he was a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good, and when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
With Merrifield next to bat, he'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Swing and a miss on the slurve. Strike 1. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Merrifield is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot.
Now shortstop, number 27.
Stepping in, Adalberto Mondesi, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
1 out, nobody on. And it's 1-1.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Pitch on the way. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1-2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
In is Jorge Soler. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. The windup and the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Out in front of it, strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. 1 left for Kansas City. They're down 1-0. The next twin up, Eddie Rosario. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie Rosario.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. 2-0 to the Twins left fielder. 2-0 count, and the pitch. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. Over the bullpen and into the stands. That's one long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as the Twins have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
To the plate now, Mitch Garver.
Number 8.
As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Here's a high pop-up. O'Hearn waits on it. 1 away.
Batting 7. The first baseman, number 22, Miguel Sano.
Here's Miguel Sano. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
In now, Luis Arias. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Now the 1-0. Ripped down the first base line. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Detroit Tigers. Tigers baseball comes your way next. Matthew Boyd gets the ball for the Tigers in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Stepping into the box, Bo Bichette. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. 1-0 the count.
First pitch, 106.
Now here's the pitch. Forecast high calls for 80 degrees, but we're at 76 here at opening pitch. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count.
1-2.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Batting second.
Next to bat for Toronto, Cavan Biggio. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch. Boyd is one of the more prolific strikeout artists in the game today. He'll get into double digits in Ks, and of course that means he's got outstanding stuff every 5 days.
One of the things that go hand in hand, Matty V, if you want to strike guys out, you have to have good stuff, and this guy has great stuff. He has 2 different pitches that he can strike you out with, and as they rate him on a scale of 1 to 10, this guy has 2 pitches that rate an 8 or 9, which is really hard to find in baseball today.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Scope is there. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Batting third, the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
In now, Lourdes Gurriel. Here comes the first pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Stepping in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. From the belt, the pitch. Gurriel leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. 1 left for Toronto. The Tigers coming up, no score. Hyunjin Ryu The Korean lefty will be the starter in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, Matt, he reminds me, he's the closest thing that I've seen to David Welsh. You watch him throw, he's 89 to 93 miles an hour, kind of a big, loopy, overhand curveball, does have the hard slider and the changeup. A good athlete for a big guy. You'll know if he's on early, he has to get his breaking pitches over to make his fastball effective.
Jacoby Jones the next to hit. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
The shortstop, Nico Goodrum.
Next for the Tigers, Nico Goodrum. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Bases are empty, one man out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Oh, and he misses it.
The designated hitter,
and that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. First delivery to him on the way, and it's fouled away. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Over to first, Ryu, back in standing. Runners on first with one down. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there is any intent behind that.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this guy on the mound before, but now they really don't like him. He's gotten the faithful all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game, and you can bet he's really going to hear it if he comes around to score.
2 on here with one man out, and that'll bring up the big first baseman C.J. Cron. Has a look, now the pitch.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
Here comes the 0-1. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. This is on the ground over to first. The second for one. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play and the inning is over. Tigers come up empty in the first. We've played an inning at Comerica Park with no score. Brandon Drury will bat next, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball two. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Rendell Grichuk waits on deck. Now the 3-0 offering. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, kicks and deals. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Stewart will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting 7, the designated hitter, Teoscar Hernandez.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. Lifetime numbers against Matt Boyd. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Hernandez is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground, he has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
And he struck him out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Derek Fisher the next to bat. Line hard to the left side, but foul. Lays off the circle change there. A ball and a strike. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. The set and the 2-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Three 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Hit out towards second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the San Francisco Giants and the Philadelphia Phillies. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Aaron Nola gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Aaron Nola coming on, the pride and joy of Louisiana State University. Kind of a four-pitch mix. Fastball, slider, curveball, and change. None of his pitches rate really on a scale of 10. None of them are 8s or 9s, but he's solid and he throws strikes. You'll know early if he's on, he'll induce a lot of ground balls.
Ready now, Mike Yastrzemski. He will lead this one off today. First pitch coming, here it is. And he takes ball one.
First pitch, 106.
The 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Hazley is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
Here's Buster Posey now. His past line against Aaron Nola. He comes in hitting right at a 300 clip. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Very nice afternoon, high skies and 77 degrees at game time. Here's a pop-up now. Hoskins moving to his left, 2 gone.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 9, Brandon Belt.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in now the left-handed hitting first baseman Brandon Belt. Here's the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Evan Longoria would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And Belt is aboard. It's a base hit.
Hey, sometimes you get lucky right there. Looked like a 3-2 pitch out of his zone could have got on base via the walk, but he wanted a knock instead.
Longoria.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 0-1.
Nope, outside.
Belt, the runner at first with 2 gone. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Now the 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full. 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 1 left for San Francisco. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. Johnny Cueto, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
Into the box, Gene Segura. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Phillies, the second baseman, Gene.
And the pitch. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
I got 2-1 to count.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
That's just an excellent job by the batter right there. 3 pitches on the outer half of the zone. Didn't try and do too much. Kept the front hip in. Kept the front shoulder in. Played with the opposite side of the field. Quality AB.
At the plate, JT Realmuto, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. To first. Oh, and this goes right past him. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Coming to the plate now, Bryce Harper, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. None out, runners at first and second. And he fouls this one off. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats, foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fouled off.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
The 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So 2 men are on with 1 man out. And that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Hoskins drives the ball with the best of them when facing right-handed pitching like this, but there is some swing and miss in his game. Some would say it's a little bit of an all-or-nothing approach at times.
I think in today's game you can live with it. The 3 true outcomes: homer, strikeout, or walk. Bottom line is, when he does put the ball in play, he changes the scoreboard.
And it misses. 3-1 now.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Payoff pitch home. Line toward right center. And that'll get down out there. Segura is on his way home. And the run will score as the Phillies are off to a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's Jay Bruce now, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike 1.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
The 0-1 on its way. Into right field. That's a base hit. And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. And Cueto starts him out with strike 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. Relay to Felt. They get 2, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. 1 inning in the books here. Philadelphia is on top, 2-0. So in now for San Francisco, Alex Dickerson. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Alex.
First pitch on its way.
Ball, that's inside.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. Here it comes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Full count now. 3-2. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the shortstop.
Standing in, Brandon Crawford, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch.
Ball 1.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Oh, he couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Pulled toward right center field. Hazley will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting seventh, the second baseman, Mauricio Dubon.
Coming to the plate now, Mauricio Dubon. First swings for him in this one, with a runner still at first and one gone. He's set. Here it comes. And he popped him up. Harper coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And that'll bring up Steven Duggar, as he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. First and second now, 1 man out. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Here now the 2-2. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Wilmer Flores will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only 1 away. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. Down and away, ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Bruce has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And there will be no attempt to score here as the bases stay loaded with 2 gone now. So stepping in, Mike Yastrzemski, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First delivery to him on the way.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases-loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
A ball and a strike to the Giants' leadoff man. Here's the 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1. You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
3-1. Here it is. Grounded up the first baseline. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his 3rd walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at 3rd. First pitch of the at-bat. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike one.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 2 out, bases loaded. Grounder down the line at third, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here comes the 1-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Here's the 1-2. Slow grounder to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees. Yankees baseball comes your way next. Garrett Cole is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Matt, I'm a big fan of Garrett Cole. Big, strong guy. Former first-round draft pick out of UCLA. 96 to 98 miles an hour with sink. Hard slider. His changeup has gotten better the longer he's pitched. He has a chance to be a no-hit type of pitcher every time he takes the mound.
Settling in now, Brandon Lowe. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch on its way. And this is cut on and missed below the knees, and it's 0-1.
First pitch, 107.
1 strike now from Cole.
1-1.
Now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Can't complain a bit about the weather here. 75 degrees our temperature at first pitch. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Fastball, strike 3 called, and he's caught looking to begin the afternoon.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Into the box now, Austin Meadows. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. His career line against Garrett Cole. He's hitless in 6 tries. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, got him a swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Meadows is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Looking to at least put the ball in play here this inning. The 1-0 home. Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Blake Snell will be the starter for the Rays in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
They're going to have to start calling this guy Blake Nasty. This guy is one of the top pitchers in all of baseball. In my opinion, the best stuff from the left side in the game right now. Upper to mid-90s fastball, 95 to 98. Good curveball, good changeup, good slider. He throws any pitch at any time for strikes. He's taken that next step. We're talking about a legitimate Cy Young contender year after year. Blake Snell, as good as anybody in the game right now.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Line toward the alley and left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
So here's the veteran Brett Gardner as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike one. Comes set with the 0-1. Strike two swinging just out in front of the slider. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location, all 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. One 0 count. Here it is.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
LeMahieu stands at first with 1 out. Two balls and a strike.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
All even now, 2-2. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
At the plate now, Gary Sanchez. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-0.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. He'll lead things off against Garrett Cole.
Ji-Man Choi.
First pitch on its way. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Frazier is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number one.
The right fielder, Hunter Renfroe.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe. Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
The 1-2. Hits this one hard the other way. Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next will be the right-handed hitting Jose Martinez. First pitch of the at-bat. Right through it here. He's behind 0-1. Swing and a ground ball to third. But this will get foul for strike 2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Texas Rangers and the Detroit Tigers. Tigers baseball is next. Matthew Boyd, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Strike thrower, not afraid to go in and challenge hitters. He's kind of what a manager would like to have. You know what you're going to get with Matthew Boyd. He's not afraid to throw the fastball or his breaking stuff over the plate. Sneaky, really good pitcher.
On his way into the box, there's a look at Shin-Soo Choo, so that
Leading
means
off the
we
afternoon
are
for
ready
Texas,
to get this one
the
underway.
designated hitter, Shin-Soo
He's
Choo.
ready. Here's the first offering. Lays off 1-0.
First pitch, 107.
That evens it up 1-1. Here's the pitch. And we should see some 90s as we go forward. 88 degrees, our game time temperature. The 2-1 home. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now. Now here's the pitch. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
That's what you want your leadoff hitter to do every time. He wastes a lot of pitches, makes the pitcher work, then to cap it off, he drives one for a double. That might be one of the best at-bats we'll see all game long.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. Now Andrus with a swing and a deep drive to left. Going back is the left fielder at the track. The wall. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, as that'll give the Rangers a 2-0 lead.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Here's Joey Gallo now.
The right fielder, number 13.
As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike one. No outs, nobody on. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Goodrum stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
The center fielder, Danny Santana.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Danny Santana. Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. Now the pitch.
Oh, that pitch is out.
Still only one out in the inning. Pops this one up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
That is fair.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
And here's the former prize Dodger prospect Willie Calhoun. Lifetime numbers against Matt Boyd. He's gone 3 for 6. 2 of those hits were for home runs. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Ball two.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. 2 out, nobody on. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 3-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him. But 2 here in the Rangers half of the inning, and they come on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first, 2-0 Texas. Corey Kluber gets the starting assignment for the Rangers in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low 3s, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Now at the plate, Jacoby Jones. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Jacoby Jones.
And the pitch. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. Here's the pitch. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gallo has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Batting second, not shortstop, Nico Goodrum.
So striding forward now, Nico Goodrum. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball.
1 out, nobody on. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now the pitch. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. The 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Tigers' designated hitter. C.J. Cron would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 2 out, nobody on. This is line to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. So on a full count pitch, he's able to get on base and keep the inning going.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Here's C.J. Cron now, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Santana is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1 left for Detroit. They're down 2-0. Up next for the Rangers, Todd Frazier. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Frazier.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a